What and when we eat affects the body's clock, and the body clock affects the rate we age. We know food is important to health and longevity, but in this video I'm going to talk about how intricately linked it is with sleep. And we all know how important sleep is. As always, links will be included in the description for you to investigate further. It is generally accepted that a diet that is high in sugar, saturated fat and processed carbohydrates can disrupt your sleep, while eating more plants, fibre and foods rich in unsaturated fat, such as nuts, olive oil, fish and avocados, seems to have the opposite effect, helping to promote sound sleep. However, these have always been large epidemiological studies that over the years have found that people who suffer from consistently bad sleep tend to have poorer quality diets, with less protein, fewer fruits and vegetables, and a higher intake of added sugar from foods like sugary beverages, desserts and ultra-processed food. But by their nature, epidemiological studies can only show correlations, not cause and effect. They cannot explain, for example, whether poor diet precedes and leads to poor sleep, or the reverse. And from my video on sleep deprivation just recently, it was shown that a lack of sleep can lead to eating more and of food that has lower nutritional quality. There have been attempts to do more controlled trials, but by their nature, the stricter they are enforced, the shorter they last, and having randomized blind trials presents its own problems as, well, everyone can see what food they are eating. One proposed mechanism is by promoting tryptophan, one of the building blocks of the sleep-regulating hormone melatonin. Tryptophan is an amino acid found in many foods, including dairy and turkey, and which is the subject of many urban theories about falling asleep after large meals. Indeed, Mythbusters did an episode on that if you want to go deeper on that one. The science shows that tryptophan has to cross the blood-brain barrier to have any sophoric effects, and in the presence of other amino acids found in food, it ends up competing, largely unsuccessfully, for absorption, and studies show that eating protein-rich foods such as milk and turkey on their own actually decreases the ability of tryptophan to cross the blood-brain barrier. One way to enhance tryptophan's uptake is to pair foods that contain it with carbohydrates. That combination stimulates the release of insulin, which causes competing amino acids to be absorbed by muscles, in turn making it easier for tryptophan to cross into the brain, and in studies, carbohydrates have been seen to be major influences here. Carbs seem to help bring sleep on, but we know simple carbs can cause more waking throughout the night, whereas complex carbs are associated with better sleep, maybe as the result of more stable blood sugar. As can be seen with the Mediterranean diet, which emphasizes such foods as vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, legumes, whole grains, seafood, poultry, yogurt, herbs and spices and olive oil, and it has shown to be correlated with less issues of insomnia and short sleep. It has also been seen that in men, sleep deprivation stimulated increased levels of ghrelin, known as the hunger hormone, whilst in women, restricted sleep leads to lower levels of GLP-1, a hormone that promotes a feeling of having eaten enough. So in men, short sleep promoted a greater appetite and desire to eat, and in women there was less of a signal that marked your desire to stop eating. And when sleep was improved, food choices are better. Indeed, a decrease of about 10 grams of added sugar was observed in studies. So their relationship appears to be intricately linked and should be targeted in a joint approach. But this should come as no surprise to anyone. As was shown in the video Aging, the Mother of All Diseases, targeting just one factor just leads to the next one in line popping up and exerting its influence. So until we have a greater grasp of all the mechanisms and proven medical interventions that can target them, your best approach is to still incorporate a bit of everything into your regime. Good sleep, healthy diet, plenty of exercise, hot and cold therapies, meditation, fasting. These should all form the base of your plan of action before you even consider pharmacological interventions, as without good foundations, well, it could all come just crashing down. Anyway, How about watching this video also on why you need to get good sleep to learn even more? And if you have already seen it, why not check out this one? Until next time, thanks for dropping by.